Are we live? Is this thing on? Are we live? You know we're live when my man Antonio is always, and shout out to you, Antonio. Like, this doesn't go unnoticed. He's always the first person to say what up before we ever go live. Like, I look forward to this honestly every single time, brother. What up, Antonio? Good to see you in the live stream. Good to see you in here. Hey guys, we got a freaking sponsor. Let's go. We got a sponsor. All right, let's talk about the sponsor. Let's talk about how awesome the sponsor is and how great it is to be sponsored. And you know, we got more stuff to give away other than Drafters 2 million tickets. It's great. So if you want to win a signed Hines Ward jersey, all right, this isn't going to be like announced today. The winner is not going to be announced today. But if you want to win a signed Hines Ward jersey, official, like officially official, you know what I mean? Check the link in the description. It takes 2 minutes, fill it out. And what you're filling out is a form for Football Chalk. Those are our sponsors. They got 49 signed jerseys. Here's the catch. They just want people to come onto their website and interact and talk football. So all you got to do is 1, subscribe to Big Draft Energy to get this free Hines Ward jersey. 2, click the link in the description. Click that link. It's a 2-minute form. Use your email address. I'm pretty sure you can use like 3 email addresses. I probably shouldn't say that, but do it. Yeah, you could do it. And then just type in your favorite NFL team when it's all set up at the end, right at the reply button at the very bottom, after you're done putting in your email and everything. And bada bing, bada boom, you're entered. And once we hit 300 engagements, we will announce the winner of this jersey giveaway. And I assure you, this is the first of many. Now, I had a choice of plenty of jerseys. And like, I'm not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan myself personally, but my friend, my man, Patrick Pucci, who I was supposed to be on the show today, but like, you know, Elon got to him. And by Elon getting to him, I mean like, he went through the whole like re-verification process on his Twitter. Now he's locked down and he has like 30K followers there. I know he's a diehard Steelers fan. And I said, to pay homage to my friend and everything that he's done, Mr. Patrick Pucci, I'm going to make it a Hines Ward jersey just to pay homage to him and shout him out. But we got plenty of jerseys to go. All you got to do is click the link in the description. If you want this free signed official, super official Hines Ward jersey, all you got to do is click that link and we're Gucci. All right. Colby and the Cattle Dogs, that's the wife. She says, all clear. Thank God I'm not speaking to myself. Bad Guys Official says, sup. What's up? Ashton one says, so let's go. Disco. Jonathan Siegel says, you finally stopped your Madden game with Jonesy to Jonas. I wish I had Madden, bro. I wish I had Madden. I wish I had a PS5. But like, I don't have time. Because like, I'm always working, always networking, always trying to, you know, get new and phenomenal stuff to give away to our beautiful following. I wish. But maybe one day, Jonesy and I will play a game of Madden. I promise you I'll mercy him. Like, no exaggeration. Like, I will mercy Jonesy, and I'm gonna like thrive and smile from his tears and his anger. Jonesy says, Best Ball Jonesy says, Hola Jonesy, ¿cómo estás? All right, if I'm going to get Devontae Adams at pick 17, you bet your tuchus I'm going to get Devontae Adams at pick 17. Basketball Jonesy says, I was just beasting with Damian Pierce. Shout out to Damian Pierce. Oh, speak of the sponsors. What up, Football Chalk? Everyone get pumped. This is only the start. Amen, man. Amen. And like, it's like a snowball effect. Like, we did like a little soft opening. We're waiting for Pucci to get his Twitter back. And once that happens, brother, like, your business is going to boom. And like, God bless you, man. You're doing God's work. You just want people to talk football and you want to be present. And for that, you're giving away free signed gear. Like, these guys got like a warehouse of like free signed stuff that they just want to give away just to interact and talk football. Like, I love it. Best Ball Jonesy says, I take a lot of chances in Madden. I will give you many opportunities to get INTs. I will take all of those INTs to the house. And then I will hit stick you so hard that like your children's children will feel it for generations to come. That's how hard I'm gonna hit stick you, brother. Jonathan Siegel says, yeah, Chalk, looking forward to this. We're hey man, in the description, get in there. In the description, fill it out. It's super easy to fill out. Maybe a little bit difficult on the phone, but like it's still doable. I did mine on the phone. Yeah, I entered. Because if I win, you know what? I'm giving it to Ashton One. Because his wife is a diehard Hines Ward fan, and if I win, I'm sending it to Ashton One because that's my guy. And Ashton One, speak of the devil, Nisha Alpier says, glad to have you, football chalk. It is great to have you here, football chalk. JC is laughing. Basketball Jonesy says, you drafting with us, John? He ain't about that life. He's going to stay on his sleeper app. He ain't about that life. He don't want to come here with the Sharks. You about that life, JC? All right. Now, after we make our next pick, I'll tell you guys what we're doing and where we're doing it and how you could do it too. All right. Uh-oh. JC, I challenge you to come draft with us here and use promo code DiscoDrafts1. That will match your initial deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100. I challenge you. Basketball Jonesy says, I'm about that wide receiver life today. It's very rare for you to be about that wide receiver life. Oh. Ooh. I like this start. It's titillating. It's nice. All right. This is a good start. All right. We're doing the Drafters $3 mini. So this is a real money draft. Every one of these drafts we do is a real money draft. There is no mock about this. There's no AI, unless you're talking about Quasi, because like that guy is like an advanced human specimen. Like he's from the year 3060. The way he thinks, that guy's brilliant. But this is not a mock draft. You're not drafting against AI. This is real money draft. You're drafting against real people. Just because there's 12 people in this lobby doesn't mean it's the only people you're competing against. This particular tournament, the Drafters $3 mini, you are competing against 74,160 other people, and the goal is to outscore them all by the end of the season. So first place for outscoring all those people wins $30,000. There's $200,000 in total prizes. Not bad for a $3 investment. Then there's the Drafters $2 million, which we've been doing all of our previous giveaways for. It's a $20 buy-in. First place wins $300,000, and there's $2 million in total prizes to be redistributed everywhere else. And guys, there's a huge overlay. There's a massive overlay, like ridiculous. So, like, say you're supposed to place like not so high. Well, just because there's a lot of people who are not participating, like. Okay, no matter what, guys, you need to know this. No matter what, we're going to take Najee here. No matter what, Drafters has to pay out this $2 million, right? So, like, say it was a full 110,000 people who entered. Say you finished like 7,000th. Well, like, just because there's not a lot of people who've entered, you'd actually be moved up a little bit. That's like, there's a huge opportunity to make a lot of freaking money. That's why you see guys like Jonesy, you see guys like Carl Ramrod, you see guys like Quasi, Justin Herzig, who we're going to have back on our show next Tuesday. No big deal. Was I supposed to say that? Yeah, he's going to be here. And it is best ball format, which is the most convenient way for you to draft. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week, a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, and 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your roster will be submitted into your weekly matchups. No more leaving points on the bench. No more waiver wires. No more trades. None of that garbage. 0 time commitment. You literally just draft it and forget it unless you're winning a really, really, really ridiculous amount of life-changing money. It's sick, and it's the best way to get ready for redraft season because you are getting true ADP every single time because there's real money on the line. So it's always updating the ADP. It is PPR format, so keep that in mind. All right. And if you sign up today on Drafters Fantasy Sports, I'll match your initial deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Minimum deposit's $25. So if you put $25, guess what? You got $50. If you use promo code DiscoDrafts1. All right. And then maximum deposit that I'll match, because like I ain't built like that, is $100. Say you put $100 just because you know your boy Disco and you put Disco Drafts 1, I'll match your initial deposit dollar for dollar up to, and you'll have $200 to play with. And the best part, and the part that like I always leave out, and I wish I could talk about it more, it's available in Ontario. I'm drafting from Ontario, Canada. Everybody left us, but drafters didn't. Shout out to drafters. We fucking love you. All right. And then if basketball is not your thing, if fantasy football is not your joint, and you love gambling, well, guess what? They got the pick 'em. If you put 8 props together like this, they will 100x your dollarooskies. You think you got what it takes? Let's go. Basketball Jonesy says, I haven't started 3 wides in a while. I haven't drafted with you in a while. I'll be honest. I'm excited to look at everybody's team. I'm just going to catch up with the chat. JC says, I want to see any JSN dips amongst the Sharks. Yeah. I just drafted him in a slow redraft league like a day ago or 2 days ago, so it feels bad. Antonio says, I changed to RB Life today. Oh, you did? Oh, you got Breece Hall at a freaking steal. Look at you go. All right, we're going to take Deontay Johnson here. No brainer. Tyler Lockett would have been a nice pick, but I need more exposure to Deontay Johnson. It's Deontay Johnson week. Bad Guys Official says, out of my comfort zone today, no wide receiver through 3 rounds. Yikes. Uh-oh. You started Kelsey, Pollard, Jalen Hurts, Drake London, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Oh, are you forgetting about the injury, brother? Basketball Jonesy says, Lockett over JSN, bring on the hate. I don't think there's hate, brother. I think like if you're looking for huge, spectacular performances, Lockett makes all the sense. Bad Guys Official says, nice Diggs and Allen stack. Disco, I appreciate you, boo-boo. Thank you for paying attention. Appreciate you, boo-boo. Basketball Jonesy says, getting that McLaurin discount. Oof. JC says, round 5 JSN interesting. I agree. Basketball Jonesy says, I've only done 1 underdog draft in the past like week. It's been weird, but I needed a little break. You know when you can get a break from doing these basketball drafts, Jonesy? In like 16 days when the season kicks off. Until then, we are going full bore. We are trying to get as many drafts every night as humanly possible. Are you okay? Tyler Lockett it is. What is going on here? I like this draft a lot. This is a good draft. We are killing it right now. We got Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, Josh Allen. To stack up with Stephon Diggs, let's freaking go. Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett. We are winning this freaking money, and I'm exciting. And I'm not exciting. I am exciting. I am exciting, but I'm excited. Guys, how many of you have entered this jersey giveaway? Put a W in the chat. If you've entered this giveaway for this jersey. It takes 2 minutes of your time. You got a ton of Lockett, Antonio? You got a ton of Garrett Wilson. I'll tell you, like your Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall exposure is probably at 70%. It's probably at 70%. Bad Guys Official says, I'm not scared. Even week 3 looks good to me. Noted. Best Ball Jonesy says, I've been drafting since March, buddy. I believe you. Ashen1 says W. I've even entered. Kobe and the Cattle Dog, she even entered. W. Major W's, guys. It's a beautiful thing. It's freaking awesome. And yeah, we're like every week. Best Ball Jonesy with a W, my guy. Yeah, that's true. You were doing those pre-draft drafts or the pre-rookie drafts. I understand. I get it. You may need some time off, but like come back soon, man. Like it's always a treat to have you draft with us now. It's like never get to see you, but now that I get to see you, I like it. I'm happy. I like seeing my friend. But yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba, who reports were saying JSN should be back by week 1. And now reports are saying it's looking like it's a little bit longer than week 1, maybe even week 3 to 4. That's when we'll see Jackson Smith and Jigba on an NFL field again. which sucks. It's poopy because like he's a rookie. I'm really excited to see, and it's not like I'm excited to see him because I'm a fan. It's exciting to see because like I want to see if he can match the hype that everybody's saying, right? Jonathan Siegel, you're supposed to put W, not BS. What's bullshit, John? Let me know. JC, what's bullshit? What's bullshit? Tell me about it. Yeah, so like some reports are saying 3 to 4 weeks. I know a lot of people were saying it should be like week 1 he's going to be ready, but I don't see it. I don't see that world. All right, hopefully my guy falls to me on the way back. The only guy who would know who to snipe from me is Carl Ramrod, my man, my homie, picking right next to me. But yeah, we got like JC says 3 to 4 weeks, like as of today. We'll see. We'll see. As I said, there's conflicting reports, but like whatever it is, it's not good. Like he's going to be like a nice late round stash, and I would love to get to some JSN relatively later. Today, Bad Guys Official didn't allow it to happen, but it is what it is. I want to see how far he's falling. And then Terry McLaurin also fell a little bit because he's got some turf toe situation. It could be turf toe. It's not Liz Frank, but like it sucks. It sucks. And then we finally saw the Baltimore Ravens lose a preseason game after, what was it, 24 games? And in other news, have you guys heard about Swamp Kings on Netflix? I was watching it a little bit earlier today. Swamp Kings on Netflix is a good watch. It's a good watch. JC says Patrick Pucci listening in at Patrick Pucci main account. Man, you know what I need to do? Like when I first meet Pat, first thing I'm going to do when I meet Pat is give him a hug, right? Because he's been so good to me and just such a great man and a great human. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit down and like go over some technology stuff with him because like I'm not the most technologically savvy individual, but like my man needs help in the tech department. We need a techie to help Mr. Pat out. But yeah, just a beautiful human being, wonderful human being. I can't say enough nice things about that guy. All right. Kyle Pitts, sure. I like our draft. All right, let's look at all of our disco balls, see how all of our disco balls are doing. I haven't shouted you guys out yet, and I apologize. Ashton 1, drafting from the 101. Makes sense. Man, I swear to God, you were at 100 yesterday. So you've done 16 between. Good for you. Good for you. That's the dedication I love to see, right? Unless your name is Snowman and you're maxing out the Drafters $3 mini in the beginning of June. And you need 150 drafts to do that. I like Snowman's a gangster. I love Snowman. All right, so Ashton 1 goes Justin Jefferson, Patrick Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker. Very typical start, but a strong start for Ashton 1. He loves his early running backs. And then Brandon Ayuk, Jordan Addison, J.K. Dobbins. So look for him to try to snag maybe a K.J. Osborne and definitely a Kirk Cousins later on. I don't think Kirk Cousins and Patrick Mahomes conflict, but those are probably the guys he's eyeing. And I wouldn't be shocked if he goes for like a Keenan Nwangwu or a Ty Chandler or a Dwayne McBride either. See, we read the room as we read the lineups. It's very nice. But I like the correlation there so far, buddy. Antonio's gone CMC. Antonio's drafting from the 103. He goes CMC, Derrick Henry, T. Higgins, Breece Hall. So like, fuck the wide receiver position, right? Christian Kirk, George Kittle, who is, I think, is going to have like a really good year, but a lot of people are going to disagree. Michael Pittman, Dalvin Cook. It's a good start. Jonesy Kenobi goes Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, Keenan Allen, Joe Mixon, Terry McLaurin, Trevor Lawrence, James Conner, Antonio Gibson. It's a good start. Carl Ramrod. Oh, sorry. Bad Guys Official goes Travis Kelce, Tony Pollard, Jalen Hurts, Drake London, Jackson Smith and Jigba, George Pickens. Yeah, I wanted George Pickens, honestly. Zay Flowers, Isaiah Pacheco. Nice. Niceness. And then Carl Ramrod goes CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, CeeDee Lamb at the 109. It's good to see that he's starting to jump because I feel like CeeDee might be a top 5 this year, guys. I'm thinking a top 5 this year. CeeDee's going to make a jump. And if CeeDee's making a jump, it means Dak might make a jump. Devontae Smith, Ramondre Stevenson, I like that 3-player start there. Devontae went a little bit earlier than he typically goes. I don't know why you'd invest in. Maybe it's a correlation thing, but Devontae Smith over Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle. It's a little rich for my taste. Christian Watson, Damian Pierce, James Cook. You always get James Cook. You never let me get him. Quentin Johnston and Sky Moore. And yours truly, we go Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, Josh Allen, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett, DeAndre Swift, and Kyle Pitts. Look, you guys are silent. It's like crickets up in here. I can't do the impression. Also, shout out to our future sponsors. We're putting out into the world Vitamin Water. If you're drafting, you got to draft here on Drafters Fantasy. And while you're drafting here on Drafters Fantasy, you got to make sure you drink what the champs drink, and that's Vitamin Water. Shout out to Quasi. We're drinking Fruit de Dragon, dragon fruit, for you non-French speakers. All right. We'll go with B-Rob the Mob, Brian Robinson. I like the pick. Yeah, dragon fruit flavor vitamin water might actually trump Triple X Berry. Pinkies up, motherfuckers. So I want to know how everybody's feeling about this injury news, right? Does DK Metcalf start getting pushed up to all-time high? Does Tyler Lockett start moving up a little bit higher? So far in this draft, no. But I feel like we're going to start seeing the panic sink in, especially in the best ball world and best ball realm. I just want to see where DK went off, typically around ADP. Okay, pick 26. Lockett went after JSN. Yeah, it's a weird draft. I'm expecting Tyler Lockett to start creeping up into the 5th round. I'm expecting it. You guys there? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Is anybody there? I feel so alone right now. I feel so alone to you right now. I'm just going to sing until somebody says something. Carl Ramrod's up next. Best Ball Jonesy says, no one's here. We all left. It's okay. I expect everybody to step out so they can sign up for the free giveaway, the nice giveaway that we got going for this signed Hines Ward jersey. Antonio says, I'm here. I know, brother. You were the first one here. Bad Guys Official says, I'm already in on JSN as long as it's not a season-long thing. I think he will be fine. Who remembers OBJ's rookie year? I remember OBJ's rookie year. That was a very wonderful year. That was a spectacular year. Okay. Do we go for exposure or do we go for correlation? So I have 2 options for correlation. So I'll go Pat Freiermuth here, and I'll see if the other correlation option will fall back to me. I highly doubt it, but if he does, he's a great value. I'm just not going to reach for him. Jeremy Thiel says, is this thing on? You bet, man. It's on like Donkey Kong. I feel like everybody's taking a nap. Like, what's going on? Bad Guys Official says he was out to like week 5. Was he? Good to know. How do you think OBJ is going to do this year? I want, in my heart of hearts, I want OBJ to have an absolutely spectacular season. Like, I want him to, walk off in the sunset. And, I want him to walk, not limp, right? Because, what he did in LA, it was beautiful that he won his Super Bowl because, Lord knows, he's been through hell. Anybody who plays in Cleveland has been through hell. Shout out to all the people who survived Cleveland. # surviving Cleveland. That's going to be the next Netflix documentary, I promise. That's why LeBron left 16 times. But yeah, I want him to and I'm not saying I want him to win a Super Bowl. I just want him to have a very productive, healthy full year, but it's just like it's not possible. I don't think it's possible. So I wish him luck. I'd like to see him get back to form, but I don't think he's ever going to get back to form. It would be absolutely fun. Like I'd be so happy for him if he got back to form. It would be good for football. But yeah, it's one of those things. uh Jonathan Siegel says you like 60 balls, 745 yards, 6 touchdowns. OBJ, are those your? Is that your call? That's what you think is going to happen? Because like I think it's going to be tough to get those numbers in 5 games. But if he does get those numbers in the 5 games that he's healthy this year, that's going to be absolutely spectacular. I think that would be super cool, super dope. I think it would be very neat. And tomorrow night, speaking of JC, we will be joining JC and Patrick Pucci, hopefully on Patrick Pucci's like real account, not his burner account. My man's hiding from Elon right now, dodging Elon. He's hidden in the garden of Elon. Yeah, we're going to be live at 7 p.m. with those guys on their Twitter space. We had to reschedule it today. There was just some like conflicting stuff, and it was like all over the place. So hopefully, we can, get together, talk some football before we come here and talk some more football. I can't talk enough football. I had a friend today. JC said, my call. 5 games. He's laughing. 8 games. Okay, I'll take the under on 8. 100%. I'll take the under on 8. So I was talking to a friend today. He actually felt to me, Damian Harris. Let's go. So a little bit more correlation there. No, I don't want to say he's no longer a friend, but I want to say that like I no longer give a fuck. I was talking to him, and he said like, so you're telling me every night you draft with strangers, like you're obsessed and you're addicted with fantasy football. I don't have time like that. And I'm like, the fact that you can turn somebody's passion into something negative just because it's not convenient to you says how shitty of a fucking person you are. I'm a firm believer that like if you love what you're doing in life, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It's like just give it all you fucking got. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing here. So yeah, man, it sucks that people think that way. And some people, instead of being like, oh, like your channel's grown exponentially over the last, month or so, like you're obsessed, man, you're addicted, like fantasy football is not that, it's not that cool, it's not that fun. It's like, bro, who hurt you? Who hurt you? And stop trying to hurt me and kill my dreams. Cause like I've gained some lifelong friends here in this community. This community is absolutely phenomenal. I freaking love this community. You guys are like the kindest, most wonderful sharks, freaking toxic savages on earth. And like the fact that you guys are like both good and evil in that sense, it's absolutely spectacular. You guys are a unique bunch. But like, yeah, man, I definitely don't consider that person somebody who like I kind of want to be associated with much. Like it's more of an acquaintance now. Don't try to kill my vibe and kill my dreams. Like my entire life, I've done exactly what I wanted to do, and like I don't want to do something that I'm not enjoying, and I don't want to bring people down, for trying to reach to accomplish something and gain something. Like my entire life, I played football. I was a personal trainer. I liked working out. I loved working out. I'm passionate about working out, so I became a personal trainer. It's just like I'm passionate about fantasy football. And like, yeah, sure, I'm a rookie at this, but like I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm doing all right. And you got to start somewhere. Whenever you're chasing a dream, you got to start somewhere. So yeah. JC says it's on tomorrow, come hell or high Elon. I like what you did there. Antonio, I will curse here because this is very quotable, and I agree. Those people can suck a big fat dick. Agreed. Ashton one says Antonio, stop with my QBs. Uh oh, we got some snipage. See, I told you, you guys are like the kindest, most supportive, toxic snipers out there. Best Ball Jonesy says, thanks for Dalton Schultz discount, guys. I was going to take him last round, but decided to wait. I'm not there on just Dalton Schultz. Like, I don't think I'll ever be there on Dalton Schultz. I'm not there with Dalton Schultz. I'd rather wait for Jelani Woods or Luke Musgrave or Jake Ferguson or Logan Thomas than get Dalton Schultz here. I'm not there. I can't get there with Dalton Schultz. I know rookies like to throw to their tight ends and whatever, but like, I'm not there on him. I'm not there. He's not a spectacular route runner. The only reason why he benefited in Dallas is because he was open, because CeeDee Lamb in that run game required a lot of attention. He's going to disappoint a lot of people. Like this name, Irv Smith, hashtag ew, Irv Smith. Gerald Everett, on the other hand, I'm there. Sam Laporta, this guy's a Laporta supporter, and he's there with my guy Everett. I like how this guy's drafting, because anytime I'm thinking about somebody and wanting somebody to come to me, he takes them, and he's on the other side of the board. He's getting a little bit of unique correlation. Let's look what Antonio's doing. So he sniped Kirk Cousins from you. Dang. And Aaron Rodgers. Well, like he's Antonio's decided, I'm going to do as many of these drafts as I possibly can, and I'm going to get my guys from the Jets, because you know what? The Jets are going to be awesome this year. They're going to be very productive offensively. They're going to be great offensively. And he's got Dalvin, who's a Jet now. It's so weird to say Dalvin Cook's a Jet now. He's got Breece Hall, and he's got Aaron Rodgers. And I won't be shocked if he gets like a Corey Davis later on, or Mecole Hardman. Mecole Hardman in the Jets seems like a very like it could have, Spike Week freak written all over it. But if Patrick Mahomes and Mecole Hardman never connected, I don't see how Rodgers and Mecole Hardman can connect. Maybe Hardman's just maybe he's just a fast guy. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's not a good football player. Antonio says, you know me too well? I mean, yeah. As I said, I read the room, and then it's been a blessing to get to draft with you guys all this time. But like, I get to learn, what some of you are doing. Some of you are super predictable, and some of you are very unpredictable. All right. Jeff Wilson time. I haven't gotten Jeff Wilson in like the last 7 drafts, so I'm happy I finally got him. Basketball Jonesy says, no one signs a 1-year contract with the Texans early in free agency if they aren't 100% sure they will smash in the scheme and get paid more next year than he would have gotten this year. Just my opinion. I mean, Jonesy, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong because you have an opinion, because like, you can absolutely be right and smash. Just personally, I look at Dalton Schultz as like a receiver and a player. And like, there's nothing that he does in particular that stands out to me. He's not a good blocker, and they like to run the ball a lot. And they're going to learn that he's not a good blocker. He's not a great, spectacular route runner. He drops open passes, and he's not going to be the jump ball kind of guy. He's kind of just like, he's there. And if he's open, he'll make a play. But like, I'm not there on Dalton Schultz. I much rather like get a Ferguson later on, because if you're like Dalton Schultz, then your alternative would be whatever his replacement's going to be, where he was doing all right and having a little bit of success. But to go into a team that's going to be like pretty fucking shitty on offense, I don't want to go and curse the Houston Texans, but their offense is not going to do great. They're not going to do great. Adrian Fittis says, Dalton Schultz is going to feast. I bet he finishes over Laporta. Eyeballs. Good to see you, Knifey. Good to see you, buddy. I will take you on that bet. I will 100% take you on that bet, brother. You're saying Schultz is going to finish above Laporta. What statistical category? Like all of them? Yards, touchdowns, receptions? Because like, I will guarantee you Sam Laporta finishes above him in all of those. All of those. Guaranteed. But yeah, you did get Schultz at a good value. Like, if we're talking ADP purposes, but Dalton Schultz is one of those like major avoids for me. Same with Tyler Higbee. And I know a lot of people like Schultz, a lot of people like Higbee. I'm not there. I'm not there on either one of them. And like, I'll probably eat my words because like I'm just going out there and giving you guys sound bites. But like, I'm willing to eat my words because like I believe it. Adrian Fitta says, "Loser wears the opponent's favorite team jersey on stream. My jersey is gonna fit you like a freaking dress, my man. This is triple XL, 6'8", 320 pounds of pure savagery. And you're what? How tall are you, Adrian? Honestly, fantasy points. Okay, that's another one that Laporta's going to absolutely smash. Laporta's going to absolutely smash that. Adrian, am I on the clock in your slow draft there? You're 6 foot, 235 pounds. I remember when I was 12. I remember when I was 12. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Oh, who took Kenny Pickett? Foosball. What an asshole. All right. I'll reach here on Zamir White. I don't like this pick. Typically, I would go with like a John Mechie. Greg Dulcich is falling more and more because I guess everybody's gotten wind that Troutman's the guy there now. Basketball Jonesy says, "No, you are next. It's on Sack 23. Sack 23, if you're watching, I highly doubt it. You're on the clock, brother. Make your pick, man." Yeah, that's a fun league. That's a fun draft. I like that there's one, no kicker, two, there's no defense. I think it's very unique that there's 3 running backs because like my strategy is completely shot right now. Like completely shot. Because I got a double bye week with Bijan and Ramondre, which sucks. It's pretty awful. So yeah, I'm not happy there at all. But yeah, I like that there's no tight end, but 2 flexes. There's 3 wide receivers, 3 running backs, 1 quarterback, 2 flexes. I just got Dallas Goedert in like the 3rd last round. So it's a very unique league, very unique concept. Definitely my first time drafting like with a roster construction like that, and I look forward to drafting there with those fellas every year for the rest of eternity because it is a fun format. But that's a thank you, Knifey, for breaking my redraft virginity for the year 2023. You took it from me. Man, Dulcich keeps falling, guys. Like if I didn't have 2 tight ends right now, I'd think about it. All right, John Mechie, I'll take him here. Mechie keeps falling. Okay. Somebody's going to get Dulcich at a freaking incredible value. Just because he's not starting doesn't mean he's not going to have like a couple of freaking freakish performances. And here, I like what you did here with Mims. I like what you did here with Jerick McKinnon, Bad Guys Official. I've been paying attention to your draft. You're low-key a shark, man. I like it. Basketball Jonesy says, didn't Adrian or someone even put a reminder, watch bye weeks, short bench? No, I got it. But like when JSN got injured, I told myself, okay, I'm not gonna go like full bore running back right now because I could put JSN on the IR and I could stream a running back who goes undrafted because it is a short bench. So that was my logic. That's where I'm at there. Adrian Fitt says may make it a keeper too. Man, I got Bijan. The Don, and I am okay with it if it's a keeper. I like that team though. We got 14 people here. Shout out to all you beautiful folks. Now, in case you guys didn't know, you're about to know, we are drafting here in the Drafters $3 mini. This is not a mock draft. This is a real money draft. So that's why I'm like locked in on the draft and trying to get like unique correlation. Holy fuck, this is draft 139 in the $3 mini. We're going to max out in 11 more drafts, fellas. So the $3 mini, first place wins $30,000. There's $200,000 in total prizes. There's also the drafters $2 million, which is going to have a humongous overlay. We're expecting it to fill maybe 50 to 70%. So there's huge opportunity to get in there and make some sick, life-changing money. How sick and life-changing are we talking? $300,000 goes to first place. There's $2 million in total prizes to be redistributed to all their placements. It is best ball format, which is the most convenient way for you to draft because there's zero time commitment. And if you sign up today, you can join in on all the fun by using promo code DiscoDrafts1. We'll match your initial deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. It's a good time every time. And if you click the link in the description down below, it's a football chalk. Click there if you want to enter a chance to win a free signed official Hines Ward jersey, Pittsburgh Steelers jersey. Football Chalk is our new sponsor. Shout out to our new sponsor, Football Chalk. We appreciate you. This is the first of many giveaways. All you got to do is click the link below, create an account, put an email address. You don't have to give like an old password or give any like crazy information. Verify that you know what football is. It'll be like, okay, so for the city of Houston, who's the quarterback? Not who's the quarterback. What's the team name in Houston? And you'd be like, okay, it's the Oilers. No, it's the Texans. Yeah. So you just type that in, and then all you gotta do after that is just type your favorite team, the team that you root for. And once you type that in, bada bing, bada boom, you've entered. And once we get 300 entrants into that giveaway, we will announce the winner from a randomizer. We'll randomize it. And all this guy wants to do, all these folks at Football Chalk want to do, they just want people to come over there and talk football. And they're like, we got 49 signed jerseys. And like, we want to give them all, but all we want people to do is just come and engage with us and talk football. They're doing God's work. And all you got to do is talk about what you talk about all day, just for 2 minutes. It's sick. And you can win a Hines Ward jersey. And even if you're not a Hines Ward fan, you got to respect the game that he played, right? Like if I was to personally win this jersey, I would give it to Ashton one because his wife's a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. 100%. I would give it to Ashton one easily because there's going to be many more giveaways. And yeah, I entered the giveaway too. I want to win, like, even though it's a large and it fit me like a tube top, like I wouldn't wear it. You don't wear signed jerseys. But yeah, man. Brandon Dorsey, what up, baby boy? Ayo, Alexander Madison as a 9th round keeper or Drake London as a 7th. I'm already keeping Garrett Wilson as an 8th round and Devontae Smith as a 6th round. Who are your other running backs? But you seem fine at the wide receiver position. I would say, yeah, it's safe to keep Alexander Madison. I'm just not there on Alexander Madison at ADP. But like the fact that it's only a 9th round pick, yeah, do it. Do it. That's great value. And you got Garrett Wilson and you got Devontae Smith. You're chilling. You're absolutely chilling. That's my advice. I hope you like it. I got, what team is Miami? Gotcha. The Sharks. Shout out to Any Given Sunday. The Miami Sharks. Any Given Sunday. Love that movie. It's a good movie. Mac Hollins just went at pick 211. That's relatively early for him to go. And I always get Mac Jones as one of these picks. I don't know why I do it, but I keep doing it. It's a weird team for me, but I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to queue up a couple players here. That way we'll finish off the draft nice and strong. Oh, super picked over, man. You know, some late round dart throws and potential correlation picks. Quasi swears this like these last two rounds are meaningless. They have nothing to do with anything. And I beg to differ. I think that these last two rounds are super meaningful. And I want to get these steals in these last two rounds. These guys who are I like what he did here. He went Hardman, Shakir, Claypool, Corey Davis. It's not bad. It's not bad. And you got some really good running backs. Where did Josh Jacobs go? He went pick 30. Okay, it's I saw him fall, what was it, yesterday to pick 39? But yeah, I like our draft. I like what we're doing. Brandon Dorsey says, I can keep only 4 players total. Josh Allen as my 5th is my other keeper with the 2 wide receivers locked in. I could also keep Najee as a 1st, but would rather keep somebody else. Yeah, if you keep somebody else, you'd be fine because Najee would are you losing the round? Yeah, you are losing the rounds you drafted him. You said you didn't mention that. So yeah, I would say Najee would fall to either late round 2, early round 3. What app are you drafting on? Brandon Dorsey says I picked 12, won it last year. 3 to 4 people will have a first before me, but the rest of the league is keeping someone as their first rounder. So in my keeper, I'm going to keep Jamar Chase at the 106, and I'm going to keep Jalen Hurts in the 6th round. So those are my 2 keepers. I also could have kept George Kittle in the 5th round, or AJ Brown in the 3rd round, or Najee Harris or Derrick Henry in the 1st round. But I much rather have Jalen Hurts, who's got 3rd round ADP pretty much everywhere right now. Much rather keep Jalen Hurts in the 6th round. Keep Jamar Chase, who's 102 in PPR format everywhere. I'm yeah. I think that's a no-brainer there. And then I'm just gonna stack up on good value in between, and then get some either some late round tight end values, or just stream it. Because if it's not Mark Andrews, or I think Dallas Goedert will always be one of my favorite tight ends because he's just consistently consistent. We'll take Sterling Shepard here. I know Sterling Shepard, right? He's still alive. He's playing. He's healthy. And then Jamison Crowder is also another one who's alive and healthy right now. We'll see. We'll see what falls to us with the next pick, and then we'll call it. Brandon Dorsey says, very nice with those 2. Yeah, Hurts as a 6th round is definitely a great value. Absolutely. I tried to get Jalen Hurts in redraft, best ball. Everywhere I was drafting last year, I tried to get Jalen Hurts. I love me some Jalen Hurts. This year, I don't love him because of ADP, but I still think he's going to do well. And the fact that I get him in the 6th round and don't have to worry about reaching up to get him, yes, please. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd keep Justin Fields, but I'm expecting one of the guys to keep Justin Fields because Justin Fields was undrafted last year. So it's a good call for him. But he also has Tyreek Hill in the 2nd round. He also has Justin Jefferson in the 1st round. So it's a tough decision, especially in PPR. We're going to announce our keepers on the 28th. We're going to do our draft at 9 p.m. and we're going to do it live here. It's on Yahoo. The fucking user interface there is atrocious, but we're going to stream it. We're going to stream it live. And this is the only I'm in a couple redraft leagues here and there. Knifey's is a fun one because I've never been in a league with Knifey before, and Knifey joined my league. But this league, it's consistently had the same 10 to 12 guys every single year. And this is the first year that we turn it into a keeper, so I'm very excited. All right, we'll get the Trent Sherfield correlation. So once again, we're not announcing the winner. We're not announcing the winner tonight. You gotta help us get all the folks that Football Chalk want is just people to engage with the product, and I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a beautiful idea. And God bless them for doing the Lord's work and spreading the love of football. So once we get them to 300 engagements, we'll give the jersey away, and then we'll start the next jersey giveaway. And we'll keep doing it like that. And all you got to do is go create an account, which takes 2 minutes. The link is in the description of this chat. It's at the very top. It says Football Chalk. All you got to do is do that and then put in your favorite team. Bada bing, bada boom, you've entered. And if you win and you don't love Hines Ward in the fact that it's a signed Hines Ward jersey, you don't want it, give it to somebody. Honestly, give it to somebody. And yeah, there's plenty more to come. There's plenty more to come. So we'll just talk about our team and wrap it up. I got a jet. At quarterback, we go Josh Allen, Mac Jones. Running back, we go Najee Harris, DeAndre Swift, Brian Robinson, Damon Harris, Jeff Wilson, Zamir White, Leonard Fournette. That's a nasty running back room. Wide receiver, we go Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett, Rondell Moore, Van Jefferson, John Mechie, Sterling Shepard, Trent Sherfield. How the fuck am I deep at both positions right now? Tight end, we go Kyle Pitts and Pat Freiermuth. This is a sick draft. How did this happen? That's an A team. That's an A team. And this is not like personal bias. That's an A team. Football Chalk says, come check it out and talk football with us. If you're a Ravens fan, then you could always trade or something. It's still Hines Ward after all. Absolutely. This guy's the only guy who survived Bane bombing the Gotham Stadium on a kick return. What a sick scene. What an absolutely sick scene. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll also be live on the Twitter space, talking football, talking football in general with Patrick Pucci and Jonathan Sieg. If you guys haven't followed them on Twitter, if you haven't followed Football Chalk on Twitter, get to it. We got a lot of cool things coming, and we're going to have Justin Herzig live on the stream next Tuesday. So stay tuned. God bless you guys. Peace and love. Bye now.